You'll notice on the Singer Heavy Duty Sewing Machine, there are lines on the throat plate. These are great for when you are following seam allowances designated by the pattern you're actually sewing. So some of it they have millimeters on the front and inches on the back. But what I really want to show you is a tool that comes with this machine called a seam guide. So sometimes I'll even call this training wheels. So if you need a little help sewing straight or keeping your eye on being guided where it needs to be guided, this is a great thing to put on. You can set it for all different settings. Plus, if you've ever seen, say, example quilts that have those extra lines through them and they're every, say, 2 inches apart, this is what helped them keep all those lines parallel, and they only had to draw one or a couple across the whole project. You didn't have to draw all the lines and sew on the lines. They used a seam guide. So you're looking from this side because I want to show you it's going to come in this little tiny groove. That black piece is actually a spring. So when you come from the right side and push through it to the left, go hard, and it slides in. It's tight, and that's because we want to make sure that it doesn't kind of move when you are working around it. See how it doesn't shift? So you can measure from your needle to the seam guide. You can put it all the way up against your foot if you want. You could even set it to one of those lines that you need to follow. And then when you put your fabric down and you're sitting in front of the machine, that will follow right along the line. So after you sew one line, then you move the line you just sewed over to the seam guide, and then it sews the next one and the next one. So kind of like how the farmers do it when they plow those fields so perfectly. They get one done and then the next one follows the next. So seam guides are great. You do get this with the machine. So I mean, I know a lot of models that don't include this with the accessories that come with it, but this is one that does. So I wanted to make sure that you knew where to put it, and you can leave that on just about any of the time you're sewing and then set it for where you want, but it's also just as easy to take out when you're done using it.